Hey, what's up everyone? Happy New Year's and welcome back to Infinite Omega with me, Black Death. We are back, now in 2023, with yet another classic returning target from Hitman 1. Now, he's Elusive Target number 25, the Badboy, year 2. Let's see what Diana's got to say about him, shall we?
Good afternoon, 47. Your target is media personality Bartholomew Argus. The charismatic musician-turned-film star is at the epicenter of a drugs and weapons investigation in the UK and the subject of an Interpol arrest order. The target has gone underground, leaving his former business partner, an infamous London gangster, Tommy the Hammer Stokes, to take the blame. We have learned that the target is lying low in Sapienza as a guest of Dino Bosco, and this represents an ideal window of opportunity to engage. The clock is ticking, 47. Good luck.
So our target today is one Bartholomew Argus, and he, like the entertainer, or Mr. Giggles, shares the distinction of being the only other target to appear on one of the bonus versions of the main map, as this takes place on the alternate Sapienza map, the Icon. But, trivia time aside, Argus must die. To that, or his end, we'll have 3 different methods for you today. Starting with method number 1, which will likely be the simplest of the 3, requires bringing along a silenced pistol, lockpick, and some coins. But before we get started, for those that don't know, elusive targets are a limited time available, one-shot only mission type. Once you've eliminated your target or completed an objective, you are locked in and can no longer restart or replay. Also, don't get yourself killed, as this will result in mission failure and you won't be able to play again. But if you follow the methods in this video, you shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Also, if you do happen to find this video helpful or enjoyable, please leave a like down below, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new videos in the future. So right as the mission begins, we'll go ahead and skip the intro, where we'll kick things off immediately by taking a shot at the bumper of this car and another shot at the gas pump forming below it to turn it into a smoldering scrap heap, and more importantly, to distract away the 2 nearby guards from the target's car, on which we'll kindly repeat the process, shooting his car's bumper and then its gas pedal. Why do these cars store their fuel in their bumper, you may ask? Don't know. But by now, our good friend Argus has intuited, seemingly out of the ether, that his car's been tampered with in some manner. Hopefully, as he comes to appreciate the scope of the damage, he'll realize, as we do, that it's actually kinda hilarious. In any case, if you need more coins, you can find another 5 of them just lying around over here in the merch booth. At this point, we've got a bit of time to kill as the target makes his way over to the smoldering husk of his former car. Actually, it doesn't look so bad. Coat of paint, bit of a spit shine, I'll bet she'll be as good as new. Anyway, the target's gonna pitch a fit for a while, and if you're curious about what he has to say, well, today's your lucky day.
You bloody morons! You had one bloody job, and you fuck it up, you wankers!
I'm sorry, sir. I assure you we'll review the security procedures to make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Oh, brilliant! You'll review the security procedures, will ya? What a load of wank, you useless twat! How's that gonna fix my car?
Calm down. We'll talk to Bosco's people and get a mechanic sent out. It's just a car, right?
Just a car? Are you taking the piss or what? Ah, I'll tell you what, forget about it. Sod it. I'm too knackered to even deal with this right now. Come on.
Mr. Argus! Mr. Argus, it's me! Hey there!
All right. Who are you again?
I'm your biggest fan, remember? I sent you those funny pictures of my cat. I guess some of them were a little, I don't know, risque, but hey, I got carried away.
Are you taking the piss, mate? Stokes sent you, didn't he?
What? Who?
Oh, stop talking bollocks, you plonker. I know how Stokes thinks. We're from the same manor.
Honestly, I think he's just a crazy fan. One of the few crazy fans you have left.
What was that?
Ah, nothing. I'm just saying this is some kind of mistake. He's got nothing to do with Stokes.
Mistake my arse. I smell trouble all over this little shit.
You heard the man. Now get your bloody arse out of here. This area's for VIPs only, okay? And don't forget your crazy cat pictures or whatever it is you were on about.
Wow. No need for that tone of voice, mister. I know when I'm not wanted. Jerk. See you later, Mr. Argus.
Yeah, whatever, mate. Who the fuck was that bloke? That fucking Joey Deacon just came out of bloody nowhere. Jesus. You're trying to get me buried 6 feet under. You're my bloody agent.
Don't let Stokes get to you, okay? We got your back.
Oh, yeah, right. Look what happened to my fucking wheels.
Now, at this point, we encounter a bit of an oddity. After having his meltdown, and when all the dialogue is finished, the target seems to just stand around and continue freaking out in place for another good minute or so. I didn't remember him doing this before, so I actually went back and checked my own video from his Hitman 2 appearance, and yeah, once the conversation ended, he immediately moved on. but now, no matter how many times I play this part in testing, it happens every single time. I guess it's a weird little bit of bonus content that IO decided to treat Hitman 3 players to. It's almost too exciting.
Hey, what's up?
Sadly, all good things must eventually come to an end, and the target is nearing his. He'll wander over to the cliff edge to have himself a piss. While he takes aim, we just want to take care of this onlooker by spamming a few coins off behind him. Once his attention is averted, we can give old Bartholomew the boot down to the rocky death trap below.
The money has been wired to your account.
Having stopped him from taking the piss, we need only head for the exit. And with that, method number 1 is completed Silent Assassin suit only in 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Next up, method number 2, which will have us once again bringing along a silenced pistol, some lethal pills, and a briefcase loaded with an audio distraction device. Yeah, seriously, don't think I've ever recommended bringing one of these before. Once again, we'll be skipping the cutscene and we're gonna make a beeline straight for the production trailer. Hop the railing and head inside, making sure to close the door behind us. Now, position yourself to the right here in front of the door and equip your pistol. It does help to swap the shoulder counter. Pop open the door and take a shot at this console here. Quickly close the door again, and before leaving, retrieve the audio distraction device and put it away. Now, head back outside and towards this gathering of fans. Next, we're going to want to drop the briefcase in front of this guard and move away. He should reach the conclusion that it doesn't belong there and do something about it. Once he's begun to take it away to safety, move around behind the gathering of fans, and from within the inventory, drop the audio distraction device right around here. Quickly move back over to the table and trigger the distraction. The sound should draw everyone's attention, giving us an opportunity to spike Argus's water with the biggest downer he'll ever try. I did originally have this whole other plan on how to do this, which involved causing a commotion by shooting the ground and stirring up a panic. This would allow for an opening to poison the water, but as an unanticipated side effect, after everything calmed down, the crowd of fans wouldn't even return. Instead, they'd go off to watch the film shoot, and as a result, Bosco, and by extension Argus, wouldn't even come out for the Q&A. The only time the fans stuck around was once, after I was spotted poisoning the bottle. In this instance, it seems everything would have proceeded swimmingly. Well, except for that pesky having been spotted thing. Anyway, it was about that time that I remembered audio distraction devices exist in the game, and apparently do actually have some use. Who knew? No, seriously. All that is to say, it'll take a while, but eventually Bosco and Argus will come out to talk to the adoring fans. Bosco will start out by setting the example for Argus that the water is in fact perfectly safe to drink. Even if the other bottle does seem to be emitting some sort of toxic fumes, I'm sure it'll be fine.
You there. Yes, you. Please, go ahead.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can I just start by saying what a big fan I am?
Grazie.
But I would really like to ask, why Icon? You have so much pathos and so versatile. A superhero just seems so superficial.
Dino, you mind? Yeah, I love Dino as well. I mean, who doesn't? Tony, Dan, a bloody classic. Dino likes to keep it real. He knows the streets, like I do. Next.
It is nice that before Argus meets his end, he was able to provide one final, incoherent, rambling answer to a question that no one even asked him.
You there.
Once the target has taken a sip, it seems that everyone else around knows he's dead before his body even hits the ground. With that level of efficiency for the dead part, they'll no doubt have him buried in the ground sometime in the next 5 minutes. But we needn't wait around to find out, as we'll simply head for an exit now. With that, we've completed method number 2, Silent Assassin suit only in 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Last up, method number 3. This time we'll be bringing along another silenced pistol, a lockpick, the remote micro taser, and we're gonna stash some coins in the cafe basement for good measure. Just like in method number 1, we're gonna go all demolitions expert on the cars here. Once they're destroyed, we'll make our way up, around, and back down to the cafe basement door, pick its lock, and head inside to retrieve the briefcase. Grab the coins from within as we head over to the next room with the stairwell. From here, open the door and toss a coin or two to lure in the guard from outside. Hug the wall, and as the guard enters, take him down and hide his body in the crate. We'll need to wait a moment until this technician guy heads back to work. Once he does, we can pop out and retrieve this propane flask. But if you're feeling especially adventurous, you can double dip by heading back out to get the second one as well. We can even bring along both flasks at once by slapping one of those bad boys in the briefcase and carrying the other. Now, it's time to go meet up with Argus. Since the target is still busy with his conniption, we'll just go ahead and set things up for him by tossing both propane flasks down in this general area. This may attract some other interested parties, but soon they'll lose interest. It is possible the briefcase may be lost as collateral damage, but we'll soon be honoring its sacrifice. With the flasks in position, we just need 2 more things. First is for our targets to be present, and the second is to slap our remote taser down on the side of the van here, giving us the prime opportunity to demonstrate to Argus once and for all 47's public urination policy.
Wire to your account.
The van exploding can knock down or even knock out members of the target's entourage, but never seems to kill them, so no harm done. It's time to head for an exit. And that wraps up method number 3, Silent Assassin Suit Only, in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. So there you have it. That's been 3 different ways to kill Elusive Target, number 25, the Badboy. True, a couple of methods started out the same way, but I feel we concluded that last one with a fittingly explosive finale. So hopefully you found this video helpful, or at the very least enjoyable. If so, don't forget to leave a like down below and let me know which method was your favorite in the comments. Maybe even share it with your friends. Lastly, if you haven't already, do subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new videos in the future. Anyway, that's enough for now. This is Infinite Omega. I've been Black Deatha, and this was Elusive Target number 25, killed by booting, poisoning, and blasting him into the sea. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. You have yourselves an amazing day. Goodbye.